Hey guys, welcome to Not So Random Chat, the nighttime live stream where we talk about whatever we want to. So, settle in and grab you a libation. It could be your wine or tea or coffee or whatever you want to drink. And let's just sit back and chill. I'll be with you in a moment. Are you guys ready? Okay, well, so am I. So let's get into it. Here I come. Hola! From the west side. Welcome to my Facebook family, because I am simulcasting this tonight on YouTube and on my Facebook. Trying to see if anybody's gonna come through from Facebook. So hopefully you guys are gonna come through. Let me check the chat. Hey, Six Figure. Hey, Red Wings. All right, you guys. So let me come on in. Let me come on camera. Hey guys. And my hair's kind of looking whatever. So anyway, it's Friday night. And I'm still eating. So yeah, y'all know how that goes when I'm eating. And this time I'm eating the shrimp taco. This little piece of it. So had to finish my coffee. And I have a little A&W root beer. And then I have my vegan water, as my girl Jose talks it, that I have over there. So you guys, I have been working on getting my next spoken word uploaded. It's uploaded, but I didn't have time to post it before I got on, because one thing about Facebook, if you are streaming live on Facebook, you have to be on time. So for that reason, I was on time. I could not be on CP time with this live tonight. So yeah. And I still haven't figured out how you can end one live and keep the other one going, so both platforms get it at the same time. Hopefully, my folks on Facebook will, slide on through my page tonight. Not talking about anything maybe that they want to hear, because it's a lot of YouTube stuff. But I'm glad it's Friday. It's the last weekend before Memorial Day. Can you guys believe the Memorial Day is almost here? Can you believe Memorial Day is almost here? So I'm already prepared for Memorial Day. I'm getting ready to order my melon blue crabs from back home, because even though in the DMV people eat crabs all year long, the months that we really like to eat the crab from the Chesapeake is May, June, July, and August. The 4 months that have no R. You get it? Because the other months, they are spawning. Yeah, that part. So they taste the best when you get them in the 4 months with no R. Not that they don't taste good those other months, but as I said, they're spawning. Okay? And yeah, we'll just leave it at that. So let me see what you guys are saying. Oh yeah, no, I don't have time to be going through all of that red wing. So I know one of the hot topics going around is really dealing with the things that happened last week. I pray that this weekend we don't have any more madness going on. And both of the incidents that happened last weekend were racially motivated, unfortunately. In Buffalo and in Orange County, California. In Buffalo, they were going after African Americans, and in Orange County, it was someone who I guess was of Chinese descent, who's Chinese, who went after Taiwanese. And I didn't even realize this, but apparently China's trying to swallow Taiwan back. They're trying to deny Taiwan's independence. So, that could have been political and racially motivated. I'm not really sure. But if you guys notice that we have become, as a country, I feel like we have become numb to all of this, because it has happened so much. It slowed down, obviously, during the 2-year period, but now we're back at that. And, racism and just people's mental health issues have started to come back to fruition in us seeing these acts of violence happen. I'm just kind of floored on that stuff, because while that's going on in real life, we got people on the platform doing the most. And at this point, we keep involving the children. And I don't even effing understand why children are involved in stuff happening on YouTube. So for my Facebook people, this don't have nothing to do with Facebook, because, on Facebook, people are under their real names and everything. Whereas on YouTube, a lot of people have privacy issues going on. So, here's my thing. If you have an issue with another content creator or another subscriber or whatever on the platform, handle your business with that person. Stop bringing in minor children into situations, because those children don't have nothing to do with what their parent is doing. And you are now putting this out there of this child without their permission, number one. And then number two, that's going to be on the internet forever, whatever you just did. And y'all give me a second because I'm about to rant for a minute. Because y'all know. And I'm sorry, how is somebody who has no effing kids at all? Hey, King Girl. Hey, Kenya. How is it, why do people who don't have children, specifically don't have children with special needs, why do you determine that if we have a special needs child under the age of 18, that precludes us from being on social media? Why do you think that raising a child, even a special needs child, especially when we're talking about one with autism, requires you to have no social life whatsoever? That's what a lot of parents with children on the spectrum have, is no social life while their children are growing up. I know I didn't have a whole lot of one, but I had some of one. But raising a child is not a 24-hour, 7 days a week, without any time for social adventures, including you. Now, I know. Y'all are wondering, how are they raising their kids if they're on YouTube 24/7? Well, guess what? Not your business. Not your business. Not your child. Why are you worried about what somebody else is doing offline? Because here's the thing. You have no idea what is going on in their homes. And these CPS calls, these calling the police, this putting people's children on the platform, on your community wall. It's not cool. And to me, it's weak as F. Because if your issue is with the parent and you're going after the kid, what does that mean? That what, you don't know how to roast and gag and drag the parent? Or you're just doing it to get them off of you? Again, you don't know how to roast and gag and drag the parent? I'm just wondering. I'm just trying to figure that part out. Help me understand. Okay? Yeah. Now, I'm just giving you my opinion as an elder. And yes, some of the people who are perpetrating this stuff will be considered elders themselves because they're over the age of 50. Some of them are over the age of 55. Like myself. People's children should not be in the middle of any of the stuff on social media. If you argue with somebody on any of the social media platforms, going back and forth, what does that have to do with their minor child? And what business is it of yours of what's going on in their home, whether they show on camera or don't show on camera what's going on in their home? It's not your damn business. Y'all messing with people's kids. And then, how somebody who has no children, you don't have no children of your own, going to determine what somebody else is supposed to do with their children? You don't have no experience. You're not a parent. You're not a parent. I'm just saying. If you're not a parent, you should not be speaking on parenting. And if you are not a parent of a special needs child, you should not be speaking on parenting special needs children, because you don't know what you're talking about in both situations. It doesn't matter if you think the parent is the worst parent in the world based on what you see on social media. It is not your call. It's not your call. Because here's the thing. If something is really going on with all of these children that you guys are bringing into social media situations, do you not think that in real life, mandated reporters would already be involved? Okay? If you don't, so if none of that is going on, you wouldn't know if it was. What is your issue? Why are y'all going after these people's kids? Why are you putting their kids on here, talking about their children? That's just low. That is low. You know, and it's multiple people doing it. Multiple people in both, all the different, parts of that encompass Black YouTube. Let's see what you guys are saying. It hurts, but they say this is the beast. You know what? Anything goes is a bunch of BS, okay? Children should be off limits. I don't care. Children should be off limits. I mean, where is your decency? Especially when you don't have any children of your own. Because here's the thing. If you had children and you're doing all this talking, you feel differently. And everybody knows that when you go after a parent's child, that is a button that we really shouldn't push. Because when you push that button, that's to take it into real life. You could have people coming after you over some YouTube stuff in real life because you went after their children. I'm just saying. That's what could happen. It's just crazy. And it doesn't just happen in the beef sector, Kenya. It happens in the so-called Black sector too. It happens, it happens in every freaking sector. It's not even isolated to the Black portion of YouTube. It's not. It happens in the autism community. People have called CPS on autism parents. So it's an issue. It's an issue. And the sad thing is that now you have a lot of parents who are on guard, about CPS being called. And here's the thing. When you guys do all of this stuff, you are, in essence, wasting municipalities' money, taking resources away from real cases just for your YouTube BS, just because you want to harass a parent on here. And unfortunately, child services all over the country have to take everything that comes into their office seriously. They have to. But y'all are wasting their time. Because believe me, if the parent, if the parent has issues that child services should be involved in, that's already being handled in real life. Because we're not in the middle of a lockdown anymore, so the kids are all in school. Kids have all gone back to school. There's very few children who are continuing to go to school remotely, which means that if there's issues, schools will notice it, teachers are going to notice it, all of that stuff. So stop coming on here making up stuff about what you think because of what you see with the parent or what you think is going on over there. Because we don't know anything. We don't know nothing. We really, really don't. We only know what we see, what we think from what we see, and in all actuality, it's not our business because there's very few people who on this platform who are actually mandated reporters. That part, very few. Everybody else is just being messy, trying to mess up people's lives. And then I think Claudia said somebody sent a pizza to her house while she was at work. What is wrong with you people? Why would you do that to her children? Y'all on some weird stuff. Stop messing with children. Stop messing with kids. Especially when no one's messing with yours, or if you don't even have any children. If you have no children, that part. But y'all over here doing the most. And then we have people, hey Cass. And then we have people who are having their video private. And guess who's doing it? YouTube. So apparently there's something going on. I don't know if it's really a glitch or if it's not a glitch. But I guess depending on what the subject matter is and how you're coming across in your lives, YouTube could private it, shut it down, depending on the subject matter. If they think that you might be violating community guidelines. So that's going to be very interesting for a lot of people. That's going to be interesting for a lot of people who are constantly, on that line with their content in their live streams. So I would say content creators, beware of what you're putting up live. Yeah, beware. Because it happened to Kiva. Come and get this commentary. Happened to her yesterday. I mean, in the middle of a live, YouTube snatched her video. and pushed and forced it to private. Mm-hmm. So I don't know. I've heard that a few people have been experiencing that. So be careful. Yeah, she does. Hey, Tisa. Thank you, Tisa. Yeah, she does. I agree that Crydiva does a lot, but what does that have to do with her children? That's my thing. It has nothing to do with her kids. Her kids shouldn't even be brought into none of this stuff. You know? But they are bringing her children in there. They're bringing her kids into it. You know? I believe she says the police came by there. Now, I don't know if that's true or not, but it may be true. We know the pizza thing happened. I think somebody took credit for that one. So, yeah, that part. Somebody took up. Thank you so much, Tisa. Let me see what Tisa said. Listening from work. Well, get your work on. Get your coins, Tisa. Get those coins, girl. I love. Tisa does like these style boards on her channel where she pulls together different outfits and then she shows you them. I think that's so cute. I try to do a little bit of something. You know, I give you guys a little bit of my quote unquote senior style. It's not really senior style. It's really just my style as, you know, I don't dress like my mama did when she was mine. God rest her soul. Like my grandmother did. I don't dress like a lot of people dress. I kind of just do me, you know. And it's not my fault that I was this young and, you know, still have high metabolism and almost 60. So I can wear almost anything. It's fine. It's fine. I have no problem with it. Let me see what you guys are saying. Yep, that's right. Third shift. That's what I'm saying. Red Wings. The roasting should be kept to the content creators, to the you know, whoever it is that you are going after. I think it's just a bunch of BS to bring people's children into it. You know, and I know people feel like they can do whatever they want. And that's right, you do whatever you want, because y'all are grown. But I can still tell you that it's not a good look. And I am going to still say my opinion is that when you're doing that, you're dead ass wrong. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And those of you who are on the older side, like, y'all should know better. You should know better. Whether you have kids or not, you know, you should just know that shouldn't even be part of the equation. Now, I know in one specific situation, they are dragging somebody's ability to have children. You know, many times they're dragging that, but they're still dragging you. They're not dragging a child. See, it's still you. It's still you. They still ain't brought nobody else in. They ain't brought your niece or your nephew, you know, or your sister's kids into it. That part. It's still, you know, I don't understand how somebody feels, well, if they're dragging my ability to have children, then I'm going to drag their children to get them off of me. I don't agree with that. There are a lot of women who have infertility issues. I know that. I feel for y'all. I do. But regardless of your infertility issues, it just makes you look bad, and it makes you look bitter because you can't have children. And it makes you look bitter about that you would go after somebody else's children because you don't have that empathy because you don't have any effing kids. Yeah. It's my opinion. Mm-hmm. It's ridiculous. I'm just so sick of y'all going after the kids. I'm sick of it. You know what I mean? Me saying something, I know it's not going to stop y'all from doing it because y'all going to do what the F you want to do. You really, really are. But, you know, how do you think you are going to get blessed if you talking about somebody else's kids? Because, you know, God protects the children. And if you are going after children, you know, forget the parents' wrath. What about the wrath of the Most High? Because you're going after innocence. You're going after. And I didn't even know this is what I was going to talk about tonight. I didn't think it just must be really, really effing bothering me. It's bothering me. It is. Nightbot came in here. Did Nightbot hit Kenya? Come back, Kenya. I'm sorry. Nightbot is twerking in my chat. Nightbot is twerking in my chat. Be careful. Be careful, Kenya. Be careful. Yeah, Nightbot does not like emojis. And I put that in there that I allow emojis. And YouTube allows them now too. But Nightbot is stuck on stupid. Nightbot is stuck on stupid. Now, I know that all the parents who are having their kids talked about can defend themselves. And I know they are out here. Clearly, they must be dragging the other person for filth if they feel that they have to go after their kids. So that means that they obviously are holding their own, you know. So I know they don't need me to help them out. I'm simply stating my opinion. It's trash. It's trash to go after kids. It's trash. You know, you can't roast any better. You know, you feel that the only way you can, you know, make your point is to go after somebody's children. When I know most of y'all should be able to hold your own and be able to get out there and drag, no matter what. But, you know, I'm not the only one who has an issue with people going after kids. And I have an issue with anybody going after kids. Okay? So, yeah. You got kids and you're going after somebody else's kids, that's a problem with that too. See, I'm equal opportunity about that. I'm just like, leave the kids out of it, period. Whether you got kids, don't have kids. What do they have to do with it? They're not the one on YouTube harassing you. They're not the one on here dragging you for filth. They're not the one on here stalking you in some cases. Yeah, so leave the kids out. And then we have Dory. Dory right now is the bane of both the black and the beef sector. I don't even know what to say about that girl. You know, I don't even know what to say about her no more, because, you know, she keeps saying the same old stuff over and over again. She's gone over to the UK sector, and now somehow Miss Mona has decided to jump across the pond to help out with stuff. Yeah. I have to say this, Mona, because I don't want people to think I'm talking about Mona Simone. Two different people. Yeah, but Dory must have a thing for Monas. But yeah, so people are saying that she's involved with some of the channels that got snapped because of alleged bombing. And the alleged bomber is saying that it was her. You know, they were doing stuff with her. Whatever the case may be. Dory's a loose cannon. She's a loose cannon. I mean, you know, you don't know what to believe coming from her. And then, you know, she's saying that Rico is lying, but girl, you've lied so much. How do we know? Now we're being told that everything that you said was wrong with you is a lie. That you don't have ADHD, don't have lupus. Who lies about having lupus? Who lies about having lupus? Let me drink my vegan water. I don't even understand. I don't even understand why would you lie about that? Was it for sympathy? You know, and the ADHD, girl, you might have ADHD, you know, because you don't seem to be able to stay on one subject for very long. You flip and flop between different things. Yeah, it's hard for you to focus on one thing. But you might have ADHD, you know. But I'm just trying to understand the lupus part. I'm trying to understand what you guys are saying. It is still Mental Health Awareness Month, isn't it though? And we've had multiple things that have happened on YouTube and in real life that show us that there is a major need for people to get mental health treated. Because in the cases of the two shootings over the weekend that were racially motivated, clearly something was not right inside of either one of those people. Clearly something was not right inside of them. That their mind told them that it was okay to kill people. That it was okay to go out there and murder. So yeah, something was definitely wrong with it. And well, on the YouTube platform, we see a lot of people who clearly have some mental issues going on. on a regular basis. Now, there is a whole sector on the platform that deals with mental health, and they take it seriously in that sector. But you have people who do have mental health issues that are not taking their mental health issues seriously. They're on this platform acting out. They're also self-medicating, taking puff, sometimes on camera, sometimes not on camera, or, having them a little drinky drink, also self-medication. Because going to a therapist, especially in the melanated community, is looked down on, and it is very hard to get us to do that. Very hard to get us to do that. I think I told you guys about, I've shared about, as a caregiver, when I started to deal with having to caregive for my son when he was getting ready to become a teenager, I was starting to see aggression and a lot of things going on, and I kind of hit a wall. I didn't even realize I hit a wall. I didn't realize I hit this wall. I didn't realize that, I'm about to lose it, because I was dealing with so much. And I put myself into therapy, with a therapist for a year and 4 months. And I stopped the therapy because I had an issue with the therapist. We started to have issues. And I specifically picked a Black therapist because I thought that would be better. But how can I say this? She was a Black therapist, but not a Black therapist. On the inside, she was not necessarily raised in the community. Okay, I'm just trying to say it as best I can without, dogging the girl out. But yeah, we had some issues towards the end, and at that point, therapy was no longer therapeutic for me. So I stopped going, and I have not been back to therapy since then, and I haven't needed to. But I did put myself in for like 14 months because the emotional toll of being a caregiver and raising someone on the spectrum sometimes is not that easy. As I said, I did have some social life because I had some help. But, once your kids get to a certain age, when you have kids on the spectrum, or even if they're not on the spectrum, you have to be very particular about who you leave your child with. So, because I had a child on the spectrum, I was even more particular about who he was left with, because if somebody did something to him, he would not necessarily be able to tell me. So that limited, me going out and doing a whole bunch of stuff. So he was an adult, at which time, it's been easy. But yeah, it became a lot at one point, you know, during my journey to get my son to adulthood. And, you know, some of the stuff that I went through is going to be in the book that I'm writing, you know, how I dealt with the stuff. You know, I talk about having support. A lot of parents do not have a support system around them. And I'm not talking about support of, you know, of their family and everything. A lot of us do have the family support. I'm talking about having like support groups with people who are dealing with the same things that we do, like with other parents who are caregivers or who have kids that are on the spectrum. Like, I have a lot more support in that now, even though I haven't been to the support group in a couple of months because I've been busy. But I do have more support now because I'm in a support group with other parents, some who have children, you know, who have children who are under the age of 18, and then there's some of us who are on the other side with our children on the other side of 18, and we're talking about the issues that we're dealing with them being an adult. And y'all know right now I've been dealing with a lot of issues with my son because of him going, you know, of the lockdown and everything, and just getting him back out in the world and acclimated without the anxiety. Yeah. All right, I've been rambling on for a while. Let me see. All right, let me see what you guys are saying. Yeah, actually move going. I see therapy was fine at first for me, Redway. It was not the therapy. It was the therapist. That was the issue, became the therapist at a certain point. And believe me, if I felt I needed to go back to therapy, I would go. But now I feel like my son needs to go to therapy, you know? So now I'm going to deal with the regional center, with them helping us to get a therapist, you know, for him. Because, you know, I think he needs therapy. Because I see, you know, it's like I can see that he's dealing with certain things and I don't know how to get inside. I don't know how certain things are making him feel, you know, but he's an adult now and he knows that he knows he has autism. He knows that how he acts is not necessarily the way that everyone else acts, you know. I think he needs it, you know, but I've got to get a therapist that knows how to deal with adults on the spectrum, who are either not fully verbal or non-verbal, you know. Somebody who, you know, can get him to open up and talk to them. So that's going to be interesting, going through that process. Let me see. Oh yeah. You can't fall in love with the therapist now. That's not the goal of therapy. That's not the goal of therapy. That's not the goal at all. But I'm serious. There are some folk on here that really need some mental help. I'm sure they don't realize it, but the way that they get on here and act out. And even if you don't, here's the thing: you don't have to be crazy to go to therapy. Therapy is a way to really help you to work out things for yourself. Sometimes it takes having someone who is an unbiased person who is trained to listen, you know, to help you work out stuff. Because that was really what I needed the therapy for. It was really for me, it was really to help me to work out the specific, you know, where I was in life. I was going through specific things. I was dealing with the stuff with my son. I was dealing with, my mom had you know, my mom was in California, and I was also, you know, trying to make sure she was taking care of herself. And then I was trying to make decisions as to whether I was going to start dating again. This was all as my son was, you know, becoming a teenager. So it helped me through. I got through it. You know, I mean, I didn't get to the point where I was suicidal or anything like that. Suicidal, as they said. However, I was burnt out, and I was feeling like it didn't matter if I was married. So that's kind of where I was. So that was, you know, yeah, that's how I was feeling. If I was gone, everybody would be cool, you know, because I was just tired. Just everything that was going on. But that was a long time ago. We got through that, you know, got to the light at the end of the tunnel, all of that. But mental health and taking care of your mental health is extremely important. That's one of the reasons why, you know, also because, you know, I want to keep my vacation, but it's also a reason why I take off one day a month as a mental health day. Like this month, I have 2 mental health days. I'm taking off the Friday before Memorial Day and the Tuesday after Memorial Day to give myself an extended weekend. Those will be my mental health days for the month of May. And then I will be working on my mental health days for the month of June. You know, I mean, everyone can't do that, you know, but I get a lot of vacations. Company I work for a long time, for you know, yeah, almost 10 years. So I get like 3 weeks of vacation. And, you know, I mean, it's not like in Europe where they get 6 weeks. They get 6 freaking weeks. You know, so yeah. I'll take my good thing. I'm about to end this because I'll be back on my other channel, The Purple Diva Den, to get verbal in the den in a little while. And that'll give me time to upload Solo Tu. Solo Tu is the name of the poem that will be coming out between now and whenever I start the live. I think I scheduled the live for 10 o'clock. I think I'll be back at 10 o'clock, like in 30 minutes, somewhere in there. And I'll only be on YouTube for that one. So if anybody is coming to Facebook, you'll need to come on YouTube to see me on my other channel. But I will be back on the channel in about 30 minutes. I have some content that's going to be coming out on this channel over the weekend. I'm actually going to do a demonstration and a review of the magnetic lashes. I'm actually going to put them on. I'm going to film putting them on, and you know, so people can put them on. And I'm going to give a review, give the pros and cons of them. So that'll be part of my little lifestyle stuff. So I'm doing that on the weekend. I am also thinking about doing another cleaning video. So I might do that over the weekend as well. Trying to get some content done. I'm also in the middle of editing a couple of videos for the channel. You know, I'm a one woman show, y'all. I don't have nobody editing my stuff for me. I create all of my own content. I film it, I edit it, I do any voiceovers that need to be done. It's all WAP. Now, when I get 100,000, subscribers, then I can afford a team. I can't afford it. So I'm sorry that it's taking so long to get them out, but they're coming. I promise. So I will see those of you who are going to be coming over to the Purple Diva Den for getting verbal in about 30 minutes. I'll be back on my other channel. But for those who, y'all all should just come. Everybody just come over. But I'm about to put it on here. I just find my outro. Okay. So I'll see you guys. I'll be back with more Not So Random Chat on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday of next week. Until then, I offer you guys peace and blessings from the West Side. Don't forget, y'all. Come on over to Getting Verbal with the Den. I don't come on camera for that one, but the conversation goes some places. Anyway, you guys, I'm out. Peace. Well, guys, that's it for tonight's Not So Random Chat. But I'll see you guys the next time. Until then, peace and blessings from the West Side. I'm out. Peace.